Good morning all students. Today we are going to learn about the sample size calculation. To calculate the sample size, we should have to first understand about the confidence level, margin of error, population proportion or prevalence, and population size. Population size is optional, but it's a useful things. What is the confidence level? A confidence level shows how sure we are about a result from the data. For example, if a 95% confidence level means we are 95% sure the true answer lies within our estimated range. I hope you understand. The margin of error tells us how much the result might differ from the true value. It shows the range above or below the estimate where the real answer is likely to be. Okay. In the sample size calculation, the population proportion is the estimated percentage of people in the whole population that have a certain characteristics. It helps estimate how many people you need in your sample to get the accurate result. For example, if you think that 50% of people like a product, then you would use a 0.5% as a population proportion. Okay. The population size is important in the sample size calculation. It shows how big the entire group is that you are studying. When the population is small, you should have to take a larger percentage of it in your sample to get the accurate result. If you have the large population, that the required sample size does not mean it should be increased. It should be a particular percentage of that large population. About the formula to calculate the sample size. The sample size n is equal to z square multiplied by proportion or prevalence multiplied by 1 minus prevalence or proportions divided by e square, where it's e is margin of error, which can be 5% or 10%. Z is equal to z score. A z score at 95% confidence interval is 1.96. We will learn about the z score in another video. The same estimated proportion is we use 0.5 if unsure, or if we don't know about the prevalence or the proportion of that condition or the disease, we normally use 0.5. Okay, so this is the formula for sample size calculation. N is equal to z square into p into 1 minus p divided by e square. If we know about the population, if we know about the size of the population, we can, n it should be adjusted, where n adjusted is equal to n, we already calculated from the above formula, into n, which is actual population size, divided by into bracket n means sample size calculated plus population size minus 1. So this is the formula to calculate the sample size among the population, or if we don't know about the populations, we can also use this formula to calculate the sample size. Let's have some example. Let's say if you want to conduct a survey in a college with 2000 students, where the confidence level is 95%, margin of error is plus or minus 5%, and unknown proportion when we use that is a 0.5. Okay, so let's calculate the sample size. N is equal to z score. Z scores, where z is equal to, as 95% confidence, z is equal to 1.96. Now p, proportion. We don't know about this condition proportion, so we use a 0.5%, 0.5. Now 1 minus p. 1 minus p is equal to 1 minus 0.5 is equal to 0.5. Now the margin of error E is equal to, here we use plus or minus 5%, so 0.05. 0.05. Okay, let's put into the formula. Is equal to, into the bracket, z square means 1.96 into 1.96, wait, big bracket, multiply by p is 0.5, multiplied by 1 minus p is 0.5, enclosed bracket, divided by e square means here e is 0.05, so means into bracket 0.05 multiplied by 0.05, enclosed bracket, make an enter. So here we got sample size is 384.16. So if we don't know about the population size, we can use this n as a sample size. But here we know that there is 2000 students, so the population is the finite. Now the adjusted sample size is adjusted sample size is equal to, we have the formula here, sample size into sample size calculated into total sample divided by is total population divided by sample size calculated plus total population minus 1. So let's put the numbers into this formula. Into the bracket, sample size is 384.16 into, here population size is 2000, enclosed bracket, divided by, into the bracket, 384.16 plus 2000 minus 1, enclosed bracket, make an enter. So the estimated adjusted sample size is 322.39. Okay, so I hope you understand what is the sample size and adjusted sample size. Okay, I hope you understand how to calculate the sample size from the proportion or the prevalence. If you know about the prevalence value, you can use a p value from there, and you can calculate 1 minus p from there and calculate sample size. Okay, I hope you understand about it. Thank you.